Don't let it get wet. It's going to rust it all from the inside out. Blah, blah. Oh, that's nasty. Ah! Up, 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 up.
Come on, get me in a mood, mood. If you only want me, with the moon and the sun comes up, then I love you too. I do. Come on, get me in.
Thought I'd take the opportunity whilst we're away. We'll get the bike summer ready. So this weekend, I'm going to strip off anything that's aluminium on the bike, whether I've polished it by hand or not. So we're going to get it all done, get it all looking absolutely fantastic. And whilst we're here and I've got everything stripped down, to get to the exhaust on the Panigale, it's literally fuel tank off, rear subframe off. So whilst that's all stripped, I'm going to re-wrap the exhaust. It's been on there for a year and it's frayed and it's looking, well, it's just falling off my hand. It's looking naff. And then whilst we're in there, we're going to see if we can dispel a myth. Because since I've wrapped it, people have told me, don't let it get wet. It's going to rust it all from the inside out, blah, 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 blah. So this is going to be a really good test. Because as you know, I'll ride in the rain. It's been wrapped for a year. So we'll do it all live. We'll pull it off and see if it's rusted. And we're going to get a first look at this exhaust wrap. Yeah. So as you can see, untouched. Oh, there's looking... Those looking a bit rusty. Have I done a wrong here by wrapping it? Oh, that's nasty. And that is horrible. We'll see once we get the whole thing off. Right, it looks bad. We'll get a wire wheel on it and we'll just see just how bad it is. Snap the Allen key. Oh, it's inside. Oh. Joys of working on your own vehicles, eh? I'm not gonna lie, I'm itching. This stuff is itchy. Pick. Because it's the ball end, I think it's stuck in there. And then once that's out, I can get to it a bit more. We'll do that. So this has got two fixings on the exhaust itself, and it goes up and fixes to the bike. That's where I snapped it. So I'll go around the other side, take them two fixings out. So undoing the other two bolts is a no-go, so I've just snapped one. So I've now got some drilling and tapping to do. So I've got to get this Allen key out of this Allen bolt somehow. Whew. Now I can get to this snapped bolt a bit better. As far as exhausts go, it's nice. It's not... It's nice because it's not seized on. That's the drama I've got. I've snapped the Allen head, and it's a round Allen head inside. So I can move it all nice like that, but not enough to get on it or get behind it. Mm. Hey! There we go, got it out. Super strong magnet. Nice. All right, so now I can crack on. Nice. Right, to the side again. I'm going to have to tap and drill and tap that. I've snapped that off, but hey ho, that's life. It's all off the bike. We've cut all the wrapping off. Now we're going to have a look at the state of the exhaust. And I'm not going to lie, it does look absolutely horrific. The bits that are not wrapped that I can get to, that I always polish, stays looking lovely. Now, yes, it looks very rusty, but if I didn't maintain it for a year, I bet it won't be far off this look anyway. So, like, there's no weak spots that I've seen. we're going to wire brush it back, just purely just so I can have a look, see if there is any weak spots, any rust holes forming. But I don't think there will be. This will be going back on the bike, wrapped again, so I can show you how I wrap it and how you can wrap your bike. But there is a little surprise. When I can figure out a few modifications, I've got hold of an exhaust system for British, is it BSB, British Superbikes, is classed as called? Yeah. So I've got hold of this exhaust system, but it doesn't fit on a road bike because you have to do a fan delete and you have to delete loads of other pieces. So I'm going to try and figure out how I can get this system to fit with a fan and passenger pegs, because the pegs don't fit either. So this is another little project to come. So stay tuned for this one. But for now, for this year, for this summer even, we're going to get this wire wheeled up and have a look. So I need some safety specs. Logan? Safety specs. Ooh, get it on. The one tool I don't muck with is a grinder. Always guard, always goggles. It's the one power tool I don't. So just give it a quick going over, see how it comes up. And for a quick going over, now I'm not trying to polish this like that. I'm just taking the surface rust off so you guys can see that maybe it's not so bad having exhaust wrap on. All the myths are not true. The amount of times some people say to me, "Oh, the wrap looks nice, but you shouldn't do it because it's going to rot your exhaust." I don't think it's that. I've seen worse on other people's bikes. Worse than this. But that's only one piece. Let's clean the rest of it up and see how it looks. Are you standing there with your chicken? Well, I was going to say hello. I can't see nothing. Can't see anything. I reckon chickens have got X-ray vision. Yeah. Because whenever I go out there, big cock, guys, stop it. Big cock. Yeah. No solid. No holes anywhere. I can't fault it. An entire year riding in all weathers, quite a lot of rain, and there isn't any like, there's no bad bits. I've got to tighten this up, but down in there, no holes, there's no weak spots, it's not thinning out. So wrapping your exhaust, yeah, go for it. And I'm going to show you how I wrap it, because I like to do it in one piece. It's a little bit tricky, but not impossible. I learned my lesson from when I've done this last year. Last year I had no gloves, I had a t-shirt. Each year's how otherwise. So what I'm going to do, soak it in water. And I want to try and get this pretty much wrapped in one piece. So I've got the manifold on the bike, and I'm going to try and wrap that and wrap all this in one bit. Bucket of water. Just going to soak it for a couple of minutes to keep the fibres down. I've done it last year in one piece, and I can't for the life of me figure out how I did it in one piece, especially when it comes to this piece here. Logan, I think what I did was that I've wrapped this piece first, worked out what I needed here. No, I wrapped this piece first, worked out how much I needed off the end, because it's only a little bit, and then the rest of it, I come down, I went around that, and then come back down to this. So I think we'll do that again. Yeah. Then that will be done in one piece, because it looks quite nice. Oh, you use warm water. Oh, very thoughtful. I was expecting cold water then. So let's go over to the bike, work out how much I need for the manifold. I'll mark it, and then we'll wrap the piece that's in Logan's hand now. Then we'll wrap this, temporarily cable tie it with plastic cable ties, fit everything to the bike, and then metal cable ties, and we're done. Let's go over to the bike. So I'm going to give myself another little extra piece anyway. And I'm just going to... Logan, dearest, can you grab me a white marker pen, please? It's going to come around. It's where the old tongue starts poking out. Yeah, that's much better. Now that it's wet, that's much better. That's all right. Right, so we're going to mark this up. So I can put all this off. Put it all off. So I now know from there onwards is what I need for the manifold. And fit onto the curve. Temporarily cable tie it. And come here, on there. Jobs are good. And back to the table. I feel like I'm on an episode of Blue Peter. And here's one I made earlier. So I got my dot. I know that is what I need for the exhaust manifold. I've marked a white line whilst it was joined, so I know that I can't go past that. So I'm going to start on that line and come back. Now, I know I've got the fixings and these spring hangers. I'm going over them because the spring hangers will poke out. And then when I need to get to the heat shield, just poke a tiny little hole, screw it in. Once you get it a good start, it flows on. It's just trying to get it nice and neat. So you can already see that the spring hanger's already poked through. My beautiful assistant, if you can just cable tie it up there for me. Now I've got a nice good start, I can just go around and I'm going to overlap it just over a quarter of the width. So, especially being a curve, it goes all weird, so keep it nice and tight. But for the Panigale owners out there, this works wonders for your knackers, for taking the heat away. All right, again, I'm keeping tension the whole way around. I was trying to keep it uniform looking. The first times you start your bike up after doing this, it will smoke loads. First time you get it wet, it will smoke loads, but it'll clears up. Right, I need another cable tie, please. Let me just get this bit. All right, go there, please. Call you Debbie McGee. You know who she is? Debbie McGee was a magician's assistant. It's right where this sensor is. A tiny little. There, Nath. So I've put a little slit to get around that sensor. And then when I come around the other side, I'll put an even smaller slit. So now we have something that looks like this. This end is to the manifold, and then that end will do everything else. If I bring you in, so I've got it all nice, it's all tensioned, and then these springs, fine one, there's one poking through there, one poking through there, and I've got that flat and that flat, and one here is for my carbon fibre heat shield. All I've got to do, little nick, little nick, little nick, screws go through, and we're golden. So let's go and get the exhaust fitted to the bike. and then continue wrapping. I've taken this piece of pipe off so that I can, when I'm wrapping, I can just come around here instead of trying to, no, go down. Ah! Up, fuck! Ah, you prick. Fuck that prick. Right, hold it there. No, I blame you. I can operate it just fine. Bad work and blames his tools.
Finish it.
Fold it back on itself. Come around there. Use a temporary tie for the minute. These metal cable ties that come with this have got a little ball bearing in there. So you got to pull it, and sometimes it's better to pull it with a pair of pliers and then with a terminal push in there. I'm just going to double up again.
Solid.
Hard you can. Is that it? Yep, stop. Check that. Right, then cut the plastic one off. We've got a nice tidy job there. When you're done, nice. Jobbed.